Hi everyone, Rach here from Inky Planners. Welcome to my July currently inked. Now, I haven't done a currently inked I think since January, and then I got sick and then the channel was silent for a while. So I did choose some inks for June, and I thought I'd just show you what I did and where I'm at with them, and then we'll write out what I've chosen for July. So I've said this before, the little pink and white Pilot Kakuno is my black with just a standard Pilot cartridge. Okay, I need to get a pen out. I was not organised. I don't think can I reach it? Yes, I can. I had inked up this Platinum Preppy with an extra fine with Mirror Mirror of Moraine Ferris Wheel Press, but I actually took the ink out that I hadn't used and put it back in the vial and cleaned this. Because I'd written with this for a while and I wanted a change, and I wanted a change from this pen. I need to try this ink in perhaps a medium nib and just see if it lays down a little bit more easier to read. I love the colour, but I'm not sure yet. Then I had inked up and actually still do have a little bit left in this Jen Howell. I've got two black ones, which is why I stuck some washi on. This one just as a differentiation. And this is inked up with Herbin's Vert Pre, which is an ink cartridge. I'm doing so well on being organised. Oh, good, first one. It's inked up with this. And initially I was like, oh, that's a bit light. But I did do some transcribing with it, and it was a completely different colour on the white paper. And I actually just wrote again a couple of days ago with it on here, and it actually is fine. So it obviously was just getting flowing when I wrote this. So this will carry over and finish. If I spend some time doing some transcribing, it's 1 or 2 sessions and it will actually be done. I had my pink Lamy with I think this is a fine nib. I don't think I'm going to be able to tell in this light. And this is inked with Sailor Ink Studio 231, and there is a little bit still to go, so it won't make all the way through July, but it is done. I had the purple Jen Howell inked with Robert Oster's Cosmic Swirl, which I really enjoyed writing with, and I actually filled this twice. But what I was finding was that, and I don't know if it's the way I filled it, but I was having to turn the piston to push the ink through the chamber and out to the nib. It would sort of start to run out, so I'd have to turn it and push it through. So I'm not sure what was going on with that, whether it is just because, you know, cheap pen and all, but you know, it wasn't insufferable, it wasn't every word, but it had to be done. And I did ink it twice, so that's now clean and empty. And the other pen that I had inked up and still have some ink in is the TWSBI Eco Clear in white, and this is in Roher and Klingner's Alt Goldgrün, and I've still got a little bit. What I did write down, my lessons from January to June, I had either this one or my other TWSBI full of grey Herbin ink, and I hardly made a dent in it. So I realised, first of all, and what I did was, again, syringe that out and put it back into, well, I didn't syringe, I just pushed it through the nib back into the bottle and clean the pen out, is don't overfill at this point in time while I'm trying lots of inks. Don't overfill. And that was the problem I had with this. The cartridge for this Platinum Preppy is quite a big cartridge, and it was full of ink, and I'd had enough. I wanted to move on and try something different. So my lesson is don't overfill said pens. And I think that is the main thing that I came away with. Right, so let's write down, we don't need that, we don't need that. So, for the moment I am still just writing in, how did we do it? So we might just do a little crosshatch, something like that. Pilot. Kakuno, pink and white. It's extra fine, and it has got a Pilot black cartridge. And what I have done is left a little space to review later on. Okay. This is a Lamy Safari pink. I think this is a fine, and this is ink Studio. Missing out some letters. What did I say? 231. So that won't last the whole month, and I'll get to choose something else. This is a very nice colour, I have to say. This is a TWSBI Eco clear and white. I think this is a fine nib, and this is Klingner Old Gold. What I should say, should have said at the beginning, is there are a couple of spoilers in this video, but I'm not actually going to tell you what they are. So you can see that green now is a lot brighter. So this is a black Genhao 050. It's a medium, and it's the Coffee Monsters Co. one, and that is Harbin Vet Pre. Okay, so adding to the list, this is it's a Eco, oh, what did I say, it was something like a Perkio. I may have spelt that right. Wrong. And it should be a fine, because that's what I'm ordering these days, and it is inked with, what have I just done with it? 3 oysters, peacock green. Then we have navy, so it's a Lamy Safari. Okay, oh yes, it's the older Lamys that are mediums. So I think this is, I think it is extra fine, Lamy Safari navy, because it's writing a lot different to that one. Extra fine, and this is inked in Diamine Autumn. Oh, oak. Oh, I don't have enough lines. Is that right? Yes, it is right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's probably because I wasn't counting that black one. And my last colour for the month is another blue. And this is another hairbin. I've got all these little canisters to use up. And this is blue Provence in my West French. Okay, so those are the pens as well as my dip pen as and when that I will be working on. I expect when I show this in July that the top 3 will have changes, because maybe not this one, I don't know, but certainly Ink Studio and Vert Pre, the green here, are both nearly done, and I will change them into something different. So let's see how we go with our use of fountain pens. Alright, thanks everyone. I look forward to seeing those of you who share what you're currently inked. I look forward to your videos. Otherwise, feel free to tell me in the comments what you're using this month. Thanks again. See you later. Bye.